Hello guys, today I'd like to develop into the intricate subject of the psychology of lying. Throughout our lives, we are permeated by lies. We are deceived and we deceive ourselves. We know so little about lying, how to recognize it to avoid being deceived, and how to lie ourselves to avoid getting caught. The ability to lie is one of the distinguishing features of the human species. The psychology of lying has been studied by many psychologists worldwide for many years, but to this day, no minds have been found to give 100% answer whether a person is lying or not. Paul Ekman is the foremost expert in the field of psychology of lying, author of many books, as well as a well-known TV series called Live to Me. He began studying this phenomenon as early as 1963 and came to the conclusion that lying is an action by which a person deceives another intentionally without warning about their intentions, and the victim accordingly does not ask to reveal the truth. Lies are the main reason why people lose trust. According to statistics, people lie more than 20 times a day, or at least 3 times every 10 minutes of conversations. 75% will inevitably repeat a lie, then have told yearly if necessary. Most scientists agree there is no person who could hide the truth completely. There are simply people who do not notice signs of lying. A lie of the greyhound. It is also called a noble, holy lie. Such lies benefit the listener, that is, the person being lied to, or society as a whole. For example, it is considered a white lie to lie to a seriously ill person to spare them unnecessary distress. White lie is used when one does not want to offend or upset someone. Lie of the self-preservation is primarily beneficial to the liar. For example, if a criminal lies to evade responsibility, it is a lie for self-preservation. Let's give an example of the several typical signs of lying that can help determine whether a person is telling the truth. For instance, a liar is often given away by their eyes. While it's widely known that shifty eyes are a clear sign of lying, probably even known by school children, what's not as widely known is that the pupils of the eyes react differently to lies. Managing one's pupils is impossible, so their deletion or construction, depending on the emotion experienced, give away the liar completely. For example, if a person experiences joy or positive emotion, they people's delayed ways with negative emotions, the people's constrict. Therefore, it is useful to carefully look into the eyes of the interlocutor and note, is he really as happy as he claims to be? Or perhaps the interlocutor speaks with a dull voice about a business proposal, but their eyes have already lit up. Signs of the lying can also be detected through the gestures of the interlocutor. A person who is lying involuntarily brings their hand to their mouth, as if training to restrain untruth words. If the interlocutor covers their mouth with the thumb pressed against the cheek, it is one of the most obvious signs of lying. The less noticeable sign is scratching or stroking one's nose. Rubbing one eyelid can also indicate lying. Lying can cause slight itching sensation in the muscles of the face and neck. This often explains the persistent desire of the liar to scratch their nose, adjust the collar of their shirt, or loosen their tie. In the psychology of lying, in addition to the facial expressions of liars, their limb movements and characteristic posers are also studied. For instance, if a person is telling the truth, their facial expressions and gestures or synchronous otherwise, and person first reproduce the gestures and only then the facial expressions. A person who is lying cannot sit still. They try to set into their chair or sofa filled with buttons or fidget with small object in their hands. Smoking liar repeatedly light up their cigarettes, while glassbearers constantly adjust their glasses. When determining the aforementioned signs of lying in each specific case, it's important to remember that some gestures, eye movements, and poses may be individual characteristic of each person's. Furthermore, the result of determining lies will be more accurate if not assessing individual signs, but their combination. Therefore, experts in the psychology of lying advise paying attention to whether such suspicious behavior is characteristic of the interlocutor. It is one thing if the interlocutor is left-handed and gestures with their left hand or natural form then. The situation looks completely different when a right-hand person suddenly starts gesturing actively with their left hand. This is a reason to think. Moreover, experts in the psychology of lying also recommend treating the interlocutor impartially, not accusing them of lying, simple because something about them is disliked.
Thank you for attentions.